What's a fact that was taught in school that's been disproven in your lifetime? Strangers will give me free drugs on street corners and in Halloween candy. All fat was bad for you, thus fat-free foods became a thing for a while. I learned tongue taste maps at school. Turns out it's complete nonsense. In pharmacy school around the turn of the century, we were taught that people in legitimate pain don't get addicted to opiates and opioids. That George Washington's teeth were made of wood. No. It's so much worse. Eyes. I once asked one of my elementary school teachers what a rainbow was, and she told me scientists hadn't figured it out. I walked around until my early 20s thinking that. Also, I think it was this same teacher who told me Columbus thought the earth was flat. They were training teachers a different kind of way in the 70s and 80s. It's honestly one of the reasons I'm thankful for the internet, because depending on your teacher or an outdated encyclopedia for answers could be a real roll of the dice. The food pyramid. No one is going to wait for you to look up information in the real world. You have to know it. Has to be the most insane thing I ever heard. Once you get to high school, nobody will accept papers not written in cursive. The whole meteorite killed the dinosaurs thing wasn't yet the accepted theory when I was a kid. That lemmings commit suicide. Your permanent record will follow you into adulthood. The food pyramid. Completely different now than what I was taught was healthy. That the appendix is a vestigial organ, and doesn't do anything. Edit to add. You only use 10% of your brain each day. You won't always have a calculator on you. If you work hard for a company and show your loyalty to them, they will be loyal to you. The system/time will take care of putting bad guys where they belong. The United States government prevents abuse of power through a well-engineered system of checks and balances. Unlike my father and grandfather, I won't work at the same place for my entire life. I will switch jobs up to 3 times in my career. I'm on 6, looking for a 7th. That I'd fail in life, because I was not good at math. I always had a hard time with math and physics and chemistry. Turns out I am just not good with numbers, but succeeded with languages. I have a natural talent for languages. I am a translator and conference interpreter. I work with 5 languages. My math teacher told my mom I'd never amount to anything if I didn't master math. I was there, and her words scarred me for life. I have been terrified of failure ever since. That Canada didn't ever have slaves. Guess what? What's worse is, to my knowledge, they still don't teach this. I had to look it up myself. That we would all but run out of oil by the year 2000. Nobody is above the law. It's the personal responsibility of consumers, not industry, to ensure all plastics are recycled. If you study well and have excellent grades, you will end up with a nice job and lots of money. I before E except after C** in spelling. Actually, it was never true, but weird they taught a rule that was true like 30% of the time or something like that. Haha. Hiding under your desk at school at 10 a.m. on the last Friday of the month while the teacher placed a name tag on your wrist would protect you from an atomic blast.